So you're thinking about selling on Amazon, or maybe you're already on there and wondering, what does it really take to make this work? Well, you're in the right place. We are going to break down step by step how to navigate the world's biggest marketplace.
All right, let me just start with a kind of weird question. Do you think you could sell swimsuits to Alaskans? I mean, it sounds completely nuts, right? A summer product for a place we all think of as just ice and snow. But stick with me, because this one question gets right to the heart of what's possible on Amazon.
And believe it or not, it's not just a hypothetical. It actually happened. Way back in 2012, this water sports company, Cape 7, did exactly that. They didn't see Amazon as a competitor, but as a sales channel. And boom, they created this brand new market for Alaska-themed swimwear in Alaska. It's the perfect example of how this platform can just completely shatter the old rules of geography.
That story really shows you the potential, but it brings up a bigger question. Why Amazon in the first place? Look, this isn't about giving up on your own brand. It's a strategic choice. It's like a modern David and Goliath story. If you play it smart, you can absolutely thrive inside this giant's world. Here's how I like to think about it. Your own website, that's your castle. You own it, you control everything, from the branding to the customer data. It's your turf. Amazon, though, that's like setting up a shop in the world's biggest mega mall. You don't have to build the traffic. Millions of shoppers are already there, walking the halls ready to buy. The trade-off is you're competing for their attention.
And just how big is that mega mall? Get this, 43%. 43% of all online sales in the United States happen on Amazon. Let that sink in for a second. That's almost half of everything bought online. It's a market that is just too massive to ignore.
Okay, so you see the opportunity. You're ready to jump in. So let's get practical. Let's talk about building the foundation for your store. And don't worry, it's more straightforward than you might think.
You really don't need to overcomplicate this at the beginning. According to expert advisor James Thompson, getting started just takes the absolute basics. You need a business name and address, a credit card, a phone number, and your tax info. Seriously, that's pretty much it. Once you've got that stuff together, you are good to go.
But hold on, before you hit that launch button, there are a couple of really crucial questions you've got to answer first. 1, how are you going to manage returns? And 2, if you use Fulfillment by Amazon, that's FBA, are you going to mix your inventory? They sound like tiny little details now, but trust me, making the wrong choice here can have huge consequences down the road.
Okay, so your store's set up, you're ready. Now for the most important part. How do you actually make sales? This next piece is truly the beating heart of the entire Amazon marketplace. It is all about one thing.
I'm just going to throw one number at you, 82%. This single number is the key to unlocking success on Amazon. It explains everything about why what we're about to talk about matters so much.
So what's that 82%? That's the percentage of all sales on Amazon that happen through something called the buy box. You know that little box on the right side of a product page, the one with the add to cart button? Yeah, that's it. Almost everyone buys from there. So for a seller, the goal, the entire game, is to win that buy box. So, the million-dollar question is, how do you win it? How does Amazon's algorithm decide who gets that prime piece of real estate? Well, it's not a total mystery. It really boils down to 3 key things. First, using FBA, Amazon's own fulfillment service, gives you a massive leg up. Second, your total price, that means including shipping, has to be competitive. And third, you've got to promise seriously fast delivery.
So we've covered getting started and making sales, but now we need to switch gears and think about surviving for the long term. Let's talk about the hidden traps, the landmines that can take down even seasoned sellers.
Here's trap number 1, and it's a big one, coming straight from expert James Thompson. He says that an absolutely incredible number of sellers just assume Amazon deals with sales tax for them. Wrong. Amazon does not. That responsibility is 100% yours.
All right, trap number 2 is a little sneaky. It's something called commingled inventory. It's often the default setting in FBA, and it means your perfectly good, authentic products get thrown into a big bin and mixed with the same items from totally different sellers. You can probably see where this is going. And here is the massive risk. Let's say a customer places an order from you, but the warehouse worker just grabs the item on top of the pile, and it happens to be a cheap counterfeit from another seller. Who gets the blame? You do. That complaint is tied directly to your account, and it's a fast track to getting suspended. It's a complete nightmare.
This might just be the most important trap of all. And again, we're hearing from James Thompson.
He says far too many sellers get obsessed with revenue, the total amount of sales, and they completely forget about net profit. Real success isn't just about selling a lot of stuff. It's about knowing exactly what you earn on every single item and then having the guts to stop selling the products that are actually losing you money. The goal is always net profit, not just revenue.
Okay, let's start to wrap things up with one last, really critical idea. The world of Amazon and e-commerce in general is always changing. I mean, constantly.
You have to understand this. Today's absolute best-selling product could be totally forgotten 6 months from now. The catalog you have right now, no matter how great it's doing today, comes with zero guarantee that it's going to be profitable in the future.
And all of that leads us to the final, most important question that you have to keep asking yourself over and over again. What is your next move?